pulled out a gun, threatened her with it, pointed it at her, told her to leave or he was going to beat her and kill her. She was in fear of her life, called the police. You must be greater at Christmas time. That's just pathetic.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
A motion to revoke probation. In that case, in 24 CR 1097, a new indictment as of May 15th for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And it looks like he's a habitual felon because 2 prior convictions are alleged. So he's looking at 25 to life, 25 years imprisonment up to life imprisonment. In that case, there's a motion to revoke probation in 36084, where he is alleged to have been sentenced to 10 years in prison, probated for 10 years out of this court, February 15th, 2022. And I have the pre-sentence report in 20-36084, the motion to revoke probation case, where it shows the defendant was convicted out as alleged in the indictments of the 2nd-degree felony of robbery, where he was placed on 10 years deferred or unadjudicated probation, and that was revoked, and he was sentenced to 4 years in prison, 2022. Then the evading arrest or detention is the case where he was convicted, motion to revoke probation pending before this court. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison for that. And then that was suspended. He was placed on regular probation. Now the indictment here in 1097 alleges that on or about April 7th of this year in Jefferson County, Texas, the defendant committed the 2nd-degree felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, namely a firearm. And I guess they had a familial relationship or dating relationship.
Yes, sir. For some reason, back in September, I noted that this new offense will possibly be dismissed. I'm trying to remember why.
Well, it's wouldn't be the first time in a dating relationship assault case where somebody's indicted and then it's dismissed.
I think she came by.
Mm-hmm. Why? What's your motion?
We wanted the bond set, yeah.
State?
Judge, I think is on the probation. Is he on deferred?
Straight.
No, it's
He's on straight.
He's alleged that aggravated assault. Number 2 is failing to provide verification performing community service hours and failing to pay fees. So there's two, one substantive and then 2 administrative. What's on the community service hours? How much?
He has 577 hours left of the 600. He did.
So you did 23 hours?
Yes, in 2022.
It is my handwriting that says the new charge will be dismissed, so I don't have any objections to you setting the bond. I want to double check and make sure that new charge being dismissed, other allegations can be led to or dealt with without the MTRP, is what I put on my notes. So I'll double check, but I think I'm going to dismiss that new charge. I've got to figure out why I didn't do that already.
It says in the probable cause, the complaint says he punched her in the mouth, choking her, pulled out a gun, threatened her with it, pointed it at her, told her to leave or he was going to beat her and kill her. She was in fear of her life, called the police.
Yeah, I have a request from the complaining witness to dismiss that. On September 5th of 24, I put dismiss. I don't know if did you show dismissal doing that yet already? If not, I'll take care of it.
My tablet.
Okay, I'll take care of it now.
Okay, so
on the new one, we can decide whether to complete with other allegations. Yes.
Dismiss it. There's just the motion
Yes,
to
sir.
revoke probation with the administrative violation.
Yes, sir. I don't have a problem with you setting the bond. Can't do anything about anything else.
The state evaded count 1 in MTLT.
What's the motion to revoke probation bond? Is there any?
There's no bond present.
There's no bond.
$10,000.
All right, Glenn. Thank you.
I'll get rid of the new case.
Look, that's that's a terrible set of allegations.
Outstanding.
And the police went out and they saw somebody who was injured. Unless she kept falling on her face intentionally, then we all know what happened. Right?
Outstanding.
That's rhetorical. It's just, you don't, that's no, first of all, there's no way to treat any human being, especially someone you're supposed to have a romantic relationship with. Is that the way you show affection? You must be greater at Christmas time. That's just pathetic. But you've got prior convictions of assaultive behavior. You don't have any room to have any assaults. You got a problem, obviously, of self-control, but you don't beat up on girls. That's not manly anyway. That's all.
Good morning, Mr. Fan. So you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause.
On November 27, 2024, officers were dispatched to a residence in Harris County, Texas, where they met with the complainant, the defendant's wife, who stated she and the defendant had been sitting in the living room talking about the defendant taking money out of her bank account without her permission. The complainant stated she started cursing at the defendant, and the defendant lost his temper and slapped the complainant in the face on her right cheek with an open hand, causing pain. The defendant admitted to slapping the complainant because they were arguing and he lost his temper.
All right, Mr. Fan, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Guys, do we know if she wants to have contact with him? Anyone?
The RIP was performed and contact is okay, Your Honor. And furthermore, based on the RIP, the complainant stated that no residency restriction is needed as she's staying with her friends.
Mr. Phantom, well, she's staying with friends. Does that mean that she doesn't have contact?
Well, she said that contact is okay. She's fine.
Mr. Fan, I want you to understand that a protective order has been issued in this case. Get to know it, because if you violate this protective order, the state can and will file a violation of a protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases that you can pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
As it stands now, I typically order no contact unless they want contact, but I am ordering you not to have any threatening or harassing contact with the complaining witness in this case. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think it is. It's what she perceives. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're not to have any weapons as well. Do not pick up any new cases, because I'm telling you now, I'm going to protect my county in every way that I can. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right. All right. We'll have you sit in the pew while we wait for your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign our other bond conditions, sir.
Can I ask a question? Can I decide it because my pocket ticket also expired?
Say it again.
My pocket ticket it expired.
It's gonna be a while, so what I'll ask you to do is leave me the cell phone on the edge of the desk, go pay your parking and come right back up.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Just come back, because if you don't come back, I'll issue a warrant.
Yes, sir.
Understand? Okay. I am extremely upset with you, Mr. Escobar, Tobar. You have taken off on me over and over and over and over again, repeatedly. For you to blame it on someone else is disingenuous and not true. This case is 550 days old, and you've taken off on me 4 different times. I think that, have we reinstated the bond?
There's a bond set, I believe, Judge, $10,003. The previous bond was $1,001, which we're asking, which he posted last
I
week.
absolutely appreciate your tenacity. I absolutely love you, but I have to hold him accountable. I can't let him go. And I know that you're signing on now for the first time. This is not my first rodeo with him. It's been over and over, and it would be me enabling him, telling him it's okay to do what he's doing by letting him go and reinstating his bond. 4 different times. You will now go to jail because of the repeated failure to comply with bond conditions. You think this is a joke? No. We hold people accountable. And when you repeatedly fail to show up to court, there are consequences. And you will now see that. It goes with you.
Judge,
Tell me.
would you allow him to post the bond and do a walkthrough if I get a bondsman here? They're on the way.
Okay, I'm not letting him do a walkthrough. No, because it's the same thing. It's letting him go.
I understand, Judge, but he really truly did not know about yesterday's court date. He immediately called me as soon as he found out.
Steph, I appreciate it, but you got to understand, I have to hold him accountable. I mean, if you want, I'll give you a bond reduction, But no, it's now time to pay the piper.
Would you reduce it to what it was previously to 1,001? It was originally 100.
No, what I'll do is I'll do 5,003. Okay? Because it's now 10,003. It should be 10,004 actually, but I'll do 5,004 if you want. Okay? All right.
You would
Goes with you.
absolutely not. I mean,
It's
he
4
truly
times, it's
did-
550 days.
even
old.
if I get the bail bonds to come and say
Yes.
he truly did not get the date.
I understand. No. Sorry, Steph.
Okay. I'll go and talk to him.
All right, so
And I'll get a recent date on it.
So here's the thing. He's going to auto-populate tomorrow. So we're going to end up seeing him here tomorrow. So you're welcome to Zoom on tomorrow. You're probably going to end up posting bond now. So probably be out within the next, 4 or 5 hours. So, but I can't just let him go over and over and it's 500.
I understand, Judge. I don't know what happened before. He was telling me he didn't have a very good communication with the prior attorney 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. I don't know.
It's utter horse, you know what? Because we have literally reset him over and over, been working on a mitigation packet for nearly a year. So the thing is that, and I know that you're just now coming on to it, but we have quite a bit of history with him. It's over and over. We let him go over and over. And at some point I got to say what, so, all right.
Talk to him, Judge.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching my episode to the end, as it really helps the algorithm and supports the channel, which is why I usually try and make an ending a little different to say thanks to my subscribers and new viewers. So, until the next time, if you would like to check out a selection of my episodes, please click on and save the playlist on screen now to your YouTube. And I'll get to feeding this cat.